It's a really good question. I think food for our industry is one of the core reasons people come to us, first of all. We as providers of care and service have to understand that at a very visceral level. People are drawn to us because of need, but then why they stay with us is because of want. And I think that want is all about the experience of dining, of having 2 or 3 meals a day, every day in generally the same venue with the same folks, either serving you or sitting beside you. I think if you start to disassemble that whole, Rubik's Cube, you start to understand why it's so critically important. What we as a company and what we are as an industry are trying to do is push the envelope beyond 3 squares to an experience.
Food is healing. Food is health. I'm always a big believer in that. Food can do wonders when utilized properly. A dining experience and socialization and just something that's going to make you happy is healing as well, right? And for me to be able to help them with that, when they have a good meal and that makes their day, that's the best feeling in the world. To see that and to help them. We had one resident and she had some ailments and she went to her doctor and her doctor had to take a look at the menu and what she'd been eating, and he told her, he said, what you're eating is helping you. And so that just did wonders for me. So she was happy and I was happy to help her.
But when you think of Origins, you don't think of institutional food per se, right? Like you have chefs, you don't have cooks in your kitchens. At the end of the day, when you put that plate in front of the senior, you know that it follows Canada's Health Food Guide, that it's prepared in the right way, that all the nutrients that can happen without any of the food, the vegetables, the proteins, as much as that can end up on the plate, but at the same time, it's an experience.
A lot of seniors living alone, it becomes a challenge to continually eat nutritionally dense and proper meals. Then you add the extra complexity of health status and prescription medications and how they interact with diet. And it's not a big surprise that for a lot of our customers, they're driven to us because of the need to improve their diet and their experience of dining and to be more well in terms of how they eat and what they eat.
A lot of our seniors come from the farming community. They always, they went to their friends next door to pick from their gardens, and they like that interaction with farmers. So in partnership with our farmers, they interact with our customers. So when we have a customer that really wants to know, that back end of that story of where their food comes, we engage our farmers with our customers. So we set up, afternoon coffee with them, or we do taste testing, or we feature their items in all of the dinner, and they come and they interact with our seniors so that they really truly have that farm to table experience.
Well, the farmers market started a couple years ago, just because I was getting such great produce from UBC Farms at the time, and I wanted to provide that for our residents, not just on the table, but also for them to purchase. When I'm at the market, we're talking about gardening, we're talking about my gardens, we're talking about their gardens, the food they're buying, the cheese they're buying, and it's just turned into this great social thing for me, as well as a provider for our residents. I invite everybody in our community, outside, inside. We have UBC continuing studies classes, and I encourage them to come on their break and come see me. We also have Toddlers at Tapestry, which goes on the same days. We time it so all the mothers come shop for me as well as we put it out to our community businesses that if they have any employees who want to come and enjoy the market as well, come see me. and it's just really exploded from the time that we started that way.
I wanted to be able to believe in what I did. Be able to work a job and go home at the end of the day and say, I made a positive difference in someone's life today. And that led me into the seniors living industry where I find myself today.
When I'm in the kitchen and cooking and that smell, and you just wanna.
Over the last 4 years, I'm doing more cooking now than I feel, more real cooking than I've done in the past 10 years. And that's my passion. If my hands are dirty and I have a knife in one of them, I'm happy.
It's not about who can chop vegetables the fastest, who can make the nicest sauce. It's not about following recipes to a T and taking care of all of those technical skills. It's about loving what you do and loving the people that you do it for. And I think when you have that, everything else is secondary.